Dennis Lenart, co-director of Wolf Among Us.
And Nick Herman, co-director of Wolf Among Us.
You guys, what is Wolf Among Us?
So it's a game based on the Bill Willingham, Fables, Vertigo, DC, Warner Brothers.
Very good. Comic book.
Yeah, so many names to remember. But yeah, it's based on the Bill Willingham comic book. It's about fairy tale characters who are all living in exile in a small community in New York City.
And what were some of the challenges coming off Telltale's last game, The Walking Dead, going into this new territory for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for us was obviously, it's a big game, and I think we chose a direction that was sort of in the opposite direction of Walking Dead. We didn't want to just be like, we're going to be like a dark, like, gritty, like, we knew that we wanted to have a little bit more fun with it, and, we do that with the art direction. We do that with, I think the character Bigby sort of allows the player to be a little more sarcastic, a little more of a jackass if they want than Lee could ever. So we try to push everything in the opposite direction of Walking Dead while maintaining sort of our core values, which are still, story and characters and like just having all that stuff be the our main priority.
But the gameplay definitely is, if you played Walking Dead, the style of game is familiar, and it's that, sort of interactive narrative, crafting relationship with the characters, that's all the same.
Talk about the art direction for a minute, because Walking Dead is very gritty and dark, and this thing is very hard, bright lighting. It looks a lot different.
Yeah, it's a lot more noir, whereas Walking Dead, it's basically kind of like you were saying, it's like Walking Dead is just really dark and sad, and this one is dark and kind of fun and energetic. It's like the bright colors.
But still sad. Plenty of sadness in this game. There's plenty of sadness.
But also, there's a lot more humor than there ever could be in Walking Dead.
Yeah, I think with the art direction, we basically just we started with getting the base layer of like, we gotta look like the comics, and we sort of moved from there and said, wow, okay, now that this looks so great, like let's sort of push it. We know the era; it's a little bit before the comic book starts, so it's a prequel, and we can play with sort of the colors and the vibe of that a little bit, and I mean the art team is just phenomenal. So.
What are some of the challenges when taking something that's already been done in a comic book and putting it on to a video game?
The biggest thing was the voice for Bigby was the hugest, back and forth we've probably ever had, because everyone has a different idea reading the comic books of what he sounds like, and so getting everyone on the same page is super hard. So it was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I mean that's a big one. I think the hard thing for us too was that we are in canon, so we're canonical, and it's been tough to sort of make sure we're not ever breaking canon, because we're before the comics, so we know where it has to end, and we need to make sure that we're not doing anything that Fables fans would get upset about.
Will people who have never read the comic understand what's going on in the film, and will fans be pleased with what you guys have done so far in the video game?
Definitely. A lot of our efforts gone into finding just the bare amount of information that people need at each point in the story to be able to understand the world. So if you haven't read the books at all, you can just jump in and enjoy the game right from the first minute, and then you'll learn more as the story goes, as is necessary. But we did a lot of tests of, just going way over the top and beating people over the head and pulling it back so that everyone was confused, and find that, we got that fine line where it actually works really well now. We're happy with it.
That's it.
And when is this game coming out, you guys?
Late September, early October. It's going to be 5 episodes, PS3, Xbox 360, PC, and Mac at launch, and then future platforms we'll announce, later on. Let's see, it's about the same kind of length as a Walking Dead episode, so it's supposed to be finished in one night.
Perfect, you guys. Where can people find more information about this game if they want to look more into it?
TelltaleGames.com.
TelltaleGames.com/store.